Hey guys, Kim Henderson here from Just for Fun Cookie Co. Hope you're going well today, and yay, it's Christmas! I'm getting in early, I know, it's still November. I've put my tree up and everything, but getting in the Christmas spirit. So I want to help you guys get in the Christmas spirit by sharing over the next few weeks, coming up to Christmas, a few of my fun recipes for Christmas, because everybody loves to try new things at Christmas time. The first one I'm really excited to share with you today is a big platter that I have done. And what I have done is bought the, see if you can see there. So I've got all these yummy goodies, and I've bought this like tray. I don't know if you can see the side of the tray here. I bought this from Kmart. So you can find them in Kmart for $15. And then I've just put a bit of baking paper in the bottom, and I baked up some little star shortbreads. Can you see these? Have a look at the little stars. And then little gingerbread men. And these were you'll see them in as I'm showing this today, but those little sticks that you can get at Christmas time, I've forgotten what they're called now, Corinthian sticks. And I've just put some white chocolate and crushed up some of the candy canes and that on top of them, but put it all inside this yummy looking platter that you can either have on the center of your table for Christmas and all get in there and share it, or you could do it as an awesome gift for somebody, because imagine receiving one of these. The other things that I have got in here, I've just gone to a lolly shop here. I live on the Sunshine Coast in Australia, so we've got a great lolly shop where you can go and get a whole lot of things. So they've got Christmas lollies that have come out now, those little balls, the little green and red ones. Then you've got your big Jaffas and the sour straps. They look pretty cool in the green and red. We've got some caramels, and these are raspberry covered white chocolate ones. Some mint leaves, and then yeah, as I said, I've done the sticks and I've made these cute little Christmas trees, but we'll show you how to do them all. Yeah, I've got some fun things to share with you, so stay around and we're going to jump right into it now, and I'll show you how to make one. Okay, so first we'll start with the shortbread stars, and I will pop a recipe at the bottom here so you can follow that recipe to make your dough. And then I just pop them between 2 sheets of baking paper and just roll out a little bit at a time, and yeah, just getting it to a certain thickness because you don't want it to be too thin. I'll just show you here, so around about that, so you've got a nice size. Once you pop the cutter on there, you're going to have a nice little star shape that's a little bit thicker because they're only small. Can you see that? Yep. So we'll just cut a whole lot of those out with your star cutter. I like doing this part, it's a little bit of fun. And then we're going to pop some sugar on top before you bake them. So just grabbing a tray and just sprinkling a little bit of sugar and then popping them onto your tray. Then you can pop that tray into the fridge and let it sit for about 10 minutes if you can do that. And then you can pop them straight into the oven and they won't spread as much. With the smaller ones, they don't spread a lot anyway. But if you were making bigger stars or bigger shapes, then you would need to. And now this is for the gingerbread man. So I've got a recipe here too for that as well on this underneath the video. So if you want to go and print them off, and you can follow the recipe. Now with this gingerbread recipe, you can make it light or dark, however you like it, because depending on what sugars you use. So if you're just going to use a normal light brown sugar and the golden syrup, then they'll make a lighter, less gingery flavour. But if you're wanting the real dark flavour, then I use treacle instead of golden syrup, and I use the dark brown sugar. And then it makes, so I'm using that at the moment with these ones. and I've just used a little cutter that I had. That was actually more of a girl cutter, and then I've actually got this amazing cutter that I got. I'll pop a link down below where I got this from, but it just makes a few at a time, and so it makes it a little bit easier. And this is the gingerbread men, and so we're just going to cut them out and pop them on the trays, and we'll bake those up as well. I just pop them in the oven at 160 degrees Celsius, and then I do them for about 10 to 15 minutes, just keeping an eye on them because you don't want them to burn. Just a nice golden color, and that they look cooked, because they'll firm up as they cool down as well. And then I've just grabbed some royal icing. We'll have the recipe for that down below as well. And I've just put it into a little disposable piping bag, but you could use a Ziploc bag as well. So if you don't have them, you can just pop it into that and just cut a tiny little hole in the bag, and then you can just push out your designs as you make them. Okay, so now we're going to do some fun things. I have crushed up some candy canes, and we're using those Corinthian sticks that I talked about at the start. You can find them just in like Woolies or Coles, just in the supermarkets. And I've got some dark chocolate, but you could use milk chocolate here if you like. And then I've just crushed up the candy canes into a bowl so that they're just into little pieces like this, because we're going to sprinkle these on top. I saw these done on like big pretzel sticks, but you can't get those here in Australia, so I thought about these, using these, and they look really cute as you use them. So I'm just popping the chocolate into a cup so that's a bit of a more narrow opening, and that the chocolate will rise up a bit higher in the cup, so when we put the stick in, it'll cover a bit more of the stick. So I've just put it into a mug that I had, and then we're going to grab a stick and we're going to pop that straight into the chocolate, and so that it covers part of the stick, as you can see there. And then I'm grabbing the crushed candy canes and we're going to sprinkle those over the top. How cute does it look already? So then we're going to pop those down on the tray, and we'll just do a few of those, and then I'm going to show you another way of doing these as well. But once these are decorated, you can pop them in the fridge for a little bit for them to harden, and then they can be used when we're stacking the like the tray together. So I'll just do a few more of these, and you can see how they're made. They're lots of fun, and lots of fun to watch too. Okay, so we're getting to the end of the cup, so I've had to just like flick that down the side a little bit by shaking it to get it to cover a bit more of the stick, but they're all done now. We're just doing this last one. As you can see, I've just had to put the cup more on the angle so that I can drip it onto the stick properly. So that set there is already done, and look how cute they look already. So I've just popped them into the fridge, and now we're going to have fun with some fads. Do you remember the fads? Back in the day they were called fags, and I think we're not allowed to call it that anymore. Pretend we were smoking. But I've just grabbed some of those little tiny sticks, and I have cut a hole in a Ziploc bag, and I just filled it with the dark chocolate as well, same thing, you can do the milk chocolate, and you'll see that I do white chocolate as well. So this one we're doing the dark, and I've just started by going a bit bigger on the bottom and then coming up to a point at the top, so it looks like the shape of a tree. So wider at the bottom and then coming in a bit more narrow as we come up the stick. And each one will look different, but that's what homemade's about, isn't it? So, and then we're going to just use some of that crushed candy cane again and just sprinkle it on top of the chocolate, so that it looks like they've got little lights on, or little things on the Christmas tree, little decorations. So I'll just do the others, so going wider at the bottom and then thinner at the top. And I'm just using a Ziploc bag, so you should have one of those in your home. Don't have to go and get anything, you know, specific to go do this. And then I've just found some gold leaf that I had, but you can buy these in a cake decorating shop or online. And so I'm just going to grab a bit of this because I thought they needed like gold at the top, a bit like a star. And so I'm just going to place a little piece of this at the top of each one of those. The chocolate is still wet, so they'll stick on there. Yeah, and place it at the top of each one. Okay, so now we've got some white chocolate. Like I said before, I'm just going to show you another little way. Instead of dipping them, we're going to do this way, and I've crushed up a different coloured candy cane, so I've just done the red and the white instead of adding the green into this one, because I thought the colour would look really nice with the white chocolate. So same thing, I'm just using a disposable bag like the Ziploc bags, and we will pop it onto a cup. I'm just showing you here how easy it is just to pop the chocolate into. So if you open it out over a cup, then you can do that a lot easier by yourself. And then I'm just going to cut a little hole in the bottom of the Ziploc bag, and I've got the Corinthian sticks again, just a little hole, and then we're just going to zigzag backwards and forwards on these sticks. And then popping that on. How pretty did they look? That's a really pretty colour and looks really effective in the tray because it's opposite the dark coloured ones. And actually they taste really good. You've got a bit of white chocolate and then some mint flavour on the top of those sticks. It's a really cool. And actually the red and green ones weren't mint flavoured, they were a bit more of a like a raspberry kind of flavour, I think, so they were really nice as well. But they're very easy to do, just zigzag backwards and forwards. You can make a mess here, but they still look amazing. Okay, so as you can see, I did some white little Christmas trees as well. So the same as before, I just zigzag backwards and forwards, making the bottom of it wider to the top being smaller. But these are what we're going to use on the tray as well. So I just went to our local lolly shop that has big bags of everything. And yeah, got some yummy things. These ones were the white chocolate raspberries. We got some sour straps that look like Christmas colours, and mint leaves and caramels, chocolate love hearts, anything that looked a bit Christmassy or that you love. You can put anything in these trays, and you can make it a colour theme. It doesn't have to be red and green, it could be pink and white, it could be anything. So you go nuts and get what you like and what you'd like to share on the day or what you'd like to give as a gift. And then it's just about rearranging how you think it will sit in the tray, trying to bring everything more into like a wedge shape. So my daughter was here helping me figure this out. She was going, what about trying it the other way? So we had a little go and then realized, no, we probably liked it the other way better. So we thought, no, we like the chocolate end sticking out. So it is about just playing and seeing what you think you like in the tray. So we turned them around and we did one section with the dark coloured, and then we put another angle of the white ones there, and then we just tried to angle all of the lollies and put them into little, as I said, wedge shapes, so that it kind of was bigger at one end and then came in thinner at the bottom. But you know what, once you've got a whole lot of lollies in there, it doesn't really matter how they look, because they look amazing all on the tray together. I used the sour straps and decided instead of just putting them down straight, I would roll them. And it's always nice when you've got someone else there playing with you and helping. So as we looked at that, I go, well, you can't see the green and the red. So Brooke goes, what about you roll it again and you put it the other way, alternate, as you can see, she's telling me. So see, we got the red and the green happening, and then a different pattern because we're putting them one way and then the other. So it's just playing with them, seeing what works for you. As we started to do this, I realized that going down in a line didn't really give the shape that I was wanting for all of the lollies. So then we decided we would make it thicker, as I said, like more of a wedge. So I would come from the top a bit thicker and then thinner down the bottom. Some of these wanted to roll away, so I was trying to hold them in a little bit. See, Brooke's trying to say, yep, if you make the top part a little bit thicker, yep, then we can have it more of a wedge shape, which would match the actual sticks as well. So just have fun playing, putting your lollies in, and working out which design you want to create with your platter. Okay, so this is what it looked like at the end. How cute does it look? We put our stars on, our love hearts, our little Christmas trees. We had our caramels and our gingerbread man, everything in the tray that we wanted to do, and it just looks stunning. And then we had to wrap it. So I just popped it on some cellophane. First of all, I tried to do the big, top bunchy thing. But we realized that it took away from the design of the tray, and you really want to see all of that goodness. So we decided to put a bow at the side of the tray. So we've just bunched it on the side, and then we've got a gorgeous Christmas ribbon And so when you've covered it like this, you can give it as a beautiful gift but still see the gorgeous tray underneath. So yeah, we just finished off with this beautiful ribbon, and then the side bits I just tucked underneath and stuck it down with some sticky tape so that it looked like this. How amazing does that look? Imagine that on your table or as a gift. I hope you're so excited to create your own, and I can't wait to hear how you go or see some photos. Share with me. So thanks guys for listening and watching, and hopefully you've created something amazing for yourself as well, because it's so much more fun when you can put your own little twist to things and say, I created this. So Merry Christmas to all of you. Look out, I'm going to try and do 2 a week coming up to Christmas, and then the last 12 days I'm going to try and do 1 a day. Whoa. But we're going to do a whole lot of different baking. Might do some savoury things as well. Just all the things that I love about Christmas and just want to share with you. So hope you enjoy. Please comment though and tell me if you created it, if you loved it. If there's something else you'd like me to do, please just have a chat with me. That'd be really good. Have a great day everybody. See ya.